Hey y'all, I just want to share a quick story with y'all. About 2-3 years ago, I had an appointment with my doctor. I was getting my regular checkup, and she asked me, "Have I ever did blood work before?" I told her no, I haven't. Um, well, she assisted me to doing some blood work. She gave me some advice on doing that. So I said, okay, cool. So when I did, we made an appointment. So I went on and when my appointment came, I went on and did the blood work. Everything was quick, simple. I don't like getting stuck with needles or nothing, but yeah, I went on and manned up and went on and did it. So when I did it, ain't nobody tell me to do it on an empty stomach or none of that. So I had ate some breakfast. But when my results came back, she was telling me, she said, "This ain't looking too good. It's saying that you a diabetic." So the first thing, and I'm like, hold up, what? I'm in like a shock a little bit because I'm feeling fine. I ain't had no symptoms of anything wrong with me or anything like that. So I hadn't even thought about maybe it's what I ate this morning. And it showed up in my results. I hadn't even thought about that at the time. So she was already suggesting medications and everything for me. I said, hold up here now. Oh no. That's what I'm saying in my head. But I'm going along with, okay, all right. I'm going along with it. But in my mind, I'm like, the devil is a lie. No, I got to make some other changes here. This can't be true. I can't let this go on like this. So after I talked to my moms and told her about it, and then my aunt said, "Did you eat anything before you went?" I said, "You know what? I sure did." She said, "Boy, that doctor ain't tell you to do that on an empty stomach." I said, "No, ma'am, she sure didn't," which I thought was funny because I'm like, she was supposed to tell me, to make sure not to eat nothing, but now she never said that. I thought that was strange, but anyway. So my aunt said, "Well, do another test, do another blood work test, and this time make sure you not to eat nothing now, not to eat or drink nothing." I said, "Okay, I got you." So I did that. I went back and made another appointment to do another blood work. And so I did that. And on this go around, my second blood work, this test result on this one came back. I was on the borderline, which that was a huge weight lift off my shoulders. Because it wasn't saying I was a diabetic, but I was on the borderline to being one. So she was like, She said, "Okay, this is a big difference from the first time." I said, "Yes, ma'am, it is." I ain't even tell her I took it on the empty stomach or nothing. I just so she just suggested me to just change up a little bit of my eating habits. So I said, "Okay, no problem." She ain't even put me on a medication. I ain't even go get that medication. She prescribed me to anyway. I didn't even do that. So I went on and started focusing on eating more cleaner. I wasn't on no diet or nothing. I did some research on some stuff and found out, about cutting out, lowering my carbs. Because your carb intake, I learned about the insulin resistance. And them carbs turn your sugar into diabetes, especially them sweets. Really, them sweets. And I'm a sweet man. I love desserts. But too much of it can mess up your insulin resistance, your insulin levels. And so I did that. Then this older lady, which is my buddy, Miss Yvonne, and she was my realtor too, my real estate agent. She helped me and my mother. She helped me to become a first-time home buyer. I became a first-time home buyer, buying my mom's a place, buying her home. So she introduced me to the CBD brand called Captavida. And she told me about Captavida, which is this right here. And this helps with glucose support. This helps with your glucose support. And it helps with your weight management. It helps you to manage your weight too. It helps you to lose weight and all that type stuff, you know. But even with like what the doctors tell you on what to eat and everything, you still have to eat good with this product. But my goal is to, you know, because I don't like doing the needles. I'm trying to be on that type of level. I'm trying to help people that's type 1, type 2, type 3 diabetes. I want to help them, really the ones with type 3 diabetes or type 2. I want to help them to lower their levels to their A1Cs to level 1. Well, really level 0. I want to help people to not be a diabetic, period. That's the whole goal, to lower your A1Cs. And Captavida, I stand behind this product 100%. It's a great natural product. And I want to help people to not have to focus on shooting them needles, you know, their insulin needles and stuff like that, because the medication that these doctors be prescribing a lot of times got other stuff in it. It's not all the way natural. So sometimes you could be diagnosed with one thing, and sometimes before you can even get that cleared, you be on being diagnosed with something else. I feel like that some of that medication, not all of it, but some of it, I feel like it makes the matters worse than helping the situation. I have older cousins, may them rest in peace, that was on numerous of medications, and they started out with, you know, they was diagnosed with diabetes, and then they were diagnosed with high blood pressure and all this other. They had them on. They was taking medication for the rest of their life. What I'm getting at. And I look back when I was younger, watching them, because they used to be like, boy, hey boy, it's time for me to take my medication. Go bring me my medication for me. And I used to ask them, well, what is all this for? Like, why is you taking all it? And they explained to me what was going on. So now, me being older, I look back on that, and they shouldn't have been on that medication for the rest of their life like that. They should have. It seemed like the situation got worse instead of getting better. I want to help people get better. And the way we're going to get better is start focusing on natural products. And Captavida is one of them. It's the hemp from the plant. When God say CBD and people think THC getting high, no. God produced the hemp from the cannabidiol plant. But I want y'all to check out my ebook. It's on Amazon. It's called You Can Manage Diabetes Naturally. Inbox me, because I don't have the link in here in my bio. I tried to get it up there. For some reason, I couldn't get it up there. But inbox me your phone number, and I will text you the link. All right, y'all stay blessed, and we're gonna beat these diabetes. We diabetes free, matter of fact. I love each and every one of you. Stay blessed.